Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. I'm going to be doing a top 5 mistakes that I see when I'm queuing ranked, and how you can avoid these problems to not be bad for your team in ranked, or get better for yourself and avoid these mistakes. So the first one that I see a lot of people doing is over rotating. Rotating is obviously good when you see if you see somebody on a ward and you see something happening. Obviously, it's really good to rotate to that. If you can rotate and you're in a good spot and you've cleared your wave, for example. But what I see a lot of people do is there'll be a wave right here. Let's see, they see somebody on a ward right there. They're not going to clear this, and people will just run over and start rotating over to the gank that's happening. Instead of clearing their farm, their red speed backs can be up, but they'll rotate to this fight. They'll be late. The person that's getting ganked has either died or the fight's already over. And they'll rotate in, nothing will happen. So you're at a huge net negative because your other mid laner is just sitting here farming everything and gonna go run around and farm literally everything. So be really, really careful and smart about your rotations, and don't over rotate even if someone's complaining or anything like that. Play your game, make sure your game state is really good. It's the most important thing of the game for the mid laner to not be behind. It's just how it is. So rotate smartly. If you've cleared your wave, there's no farm up, you see a guy on a ward right here and you're in mid lane, and you're not doing anything, rotate into this, fight this, you can say attack. So you make sure you are using your VGS, ping it so they know, let them come in, and then you can play your fight like that. The next one on the list is not warding. I actually see this all the time. People leave base with 50 gold, 120 gold and stuff like that. Listen, if you guys don't want to die, just buy wards so you can avoid death. There's a lot of areas on the map right now that you can just ward off and you'll never die to ganks. It's just how it is. What the? Okay. Sure. So, right. Okay. This is unlucky. So around mid lane. Right. Okay. Hello. Is this bot on demon mode? All right. So for wards around mid lane, you can get a hot, if you have clear pressure and you've cleared, you want to walk in here and you want to ward right here.
Have my back, dog.
Right. Okay. So you want to ward right here. This covers multiple paths. This covers the path of coming in here for the mid camp. This covers this path if they're coming in from green buff. Doesn't cover this path, but if they're coming in this way, it'll cover this path as well. So that ward's really, really good. If you want to do a safe ward, same thing on this side. You can ward right here. This one's not too good. So just be, iffy on this ward. It's not really the best. Usually this ward is covered by yourself. If you want to get really, really, really deep vision, you can set a ward up here. And this is going to cover your rotation that a lot of the junglers do. So it covers this crossover rotation, which helps your dual lane. So this ward is actually really important. 90% of the time, this is going to be your support that wards here, but just another ward to keep in mind. A very default ward if you want to play contest life. If you want to play for kills on your mid lane, buy a sentry, place it right here. Sentry ward this, control this area if you're a really aggressive character. Sentry ward this, play this corner, and you can play for kills on your mid laner. This ward is really important. For a ward that can avoid deaths a lot of the time, you can ward right here. This is a good ward, this is a good safe ward. Plop a normal ward right here. You can ward up here for the aggressive ward. This ward actually gets avoided a lot of the time, but this is actually a decent ward if your jungler is looking for ganks around mid, or your jungler is general playing around mid. This ward is really, really good. Covers the rotation in this way. Allows you to see if the other mid laner is going for mid camps and stuff like that. If you can't have the pressure, you can just place a ward here and play safe. If you have deep, so how you use wards to your advantage as well, I'll give you guys a little extra one. If you have deep wards on this left side and you have a safe ward here, don't posture this side. You don't know anything that's happening above this or around here. You know what's happening on this left side. Posture your deep wards. Play the side that has your deep wards. Don't play the side that have your low wards. Going on to the next one is chasing kills. This one I can't really show, but a lot of the time going into games and stuff like that, people love getting kills. Kills are important, but over chasing kills is just the worst thing you can do because it stops you from micromanaging your farm and stuff like that. If there's a kill happening in mid lane, for example, And let's say I'm fighting someone right here, and let's just say it's a 2v2. This person has 20% health. I have no abilities. There's a wave here, and I'm chasing to get a kill, and I'm just fucking running down chasing this guy the whole way. That is so bad. Just don't do it. There's a chance that you get the kill, sure. Just don't do it. There's farm right here. Missing last hits is so bad. There's just a farm to do. If your jungler is also chasing, don't chase in. A lot of the time I see a jungler that will jump in, try to get you going. You help, the guy doesn't die, the jungler will chase him all the way down to the speed buff and die. It's just bad. Don't do it. You don't need to get a kill to win the game. If the person's 10% health, they're already backing. They're net negative 5 seconds on the map. They're net negative, technically speaking, when they're walking out of base. That's another, what, 10 seconds out of the base? They're already down 15 seconds of farm and everything like that. This jungler that you see chasing all the way up to chase this guy all the way down, it's just not worth it. Like, there's so much farm that would be up on the map for those seconds that he's chasing. Don't overchase, don't get baited by kills. Just play the game to farm and then use everything. A next one that I see a lot of people do mistakes of, this is kind of a double one. Power spikes and how to utilize your power spikes out of base and stuff like that. So if I back at a base and I'm coming at a base with, let's say, Book of Thoth is not really a power spike. Let's say I'm coming at a base and I have Divine Rune done and my Book of Thoth is stacked. So I'm double flat pen now. I've stacked my Book of Thoth and I have flat pen done. I'm leaving base with 2 flat pen items now. So I'm really strong versus squishies. I'm not the strongest versus tanks, but the jungler is very threatened by me. I want to be coming out of base here and walking into gold or using that to fight over something. So let's say the red buff is coming up. I'm walking out of base here. I want to ping this and say attack. I'm on Book of Thoth full stacked up and I'm on Divine Rune power spike. Utilize that and walk that into an objective or walk that into like a red buff or whatever. Make sure people know, make sure you're pinging it, don't just run at them. If you want to look for a kill or a solo kill in mid off of your spike, because you're spiking over your opponent, make sure people know that you're looking for that so you don't play too aggressive. Biggest mistake I see people do is they come out of base, they have a power spike, and then just run into the other person and die, and then their game's just over. And the other person's out at an advantage. So do not use your power spike if people do not know what's happening. Just ping it, type it, whatever you have to do. Make sure you're utilizing that. So another thing, or the last one, I believe, yeah. This is number 5. Number 5. Okay, so the biggest thing that I say, this is perfect, how we end up the build, or this, is the biggest thing, I mean, people meme it all the time. The biggest thing that is crazy to me, okay, is percent pen, and Reaver in general. So if you're a mage, Reaver is just your damage. That is your damage item versus tanks. It's just how the game is. You need Reaver to do damage to tanks. If you do not have Reaver and your full power percent pen, you will still not be doing damage to tanks. It's just not going to happen. So when people are complaining at you for not doing anything, I see people walking in a base with like Shard, Rod, Book. They just have full damage and they don't have Reaver. So they're just not doing damage. You need, in every single build, you need to have Reaver so you can kill tanks. You need to have some sort of flat pen in your build, unless it's the proc build, and then that's a different story, but proc build is yellow numbers, so that's going to help you kill everybody in general. But you need a flat pen item somewhere, whether that's from Book, whether that's from Divine, so you can kill tanks, or you can kill squishies, so you're threatening to squishies, because they don't have procs, and you need one of Shard, or Coin, or Typhon. So you have a 20% pen angle, so your damage can do it. There's off cases where the percent pen doesn't actually matter. It depends on game state, obviously. General rule, you want to have one 20% pen item, you want to have one flat pen item, and you want to have Reaver. Those are 3 necessities in every single mage build. So make sure you're getting those. I see way too many people leaving the base and then complaining that they can't kill things, or people are they're getting typed at of how to fix their build, and then they get frustrated. If you don't fix the problem, or you don't understand, that's fine. But just listen to people when they're saying, you're not killing anything, or your build is really bad, this is how you fix it. Just listen, take it in. It's not a big problem. Just buy Reaver, buy one 20% pen item, and buy a flat pen item. Those are the 3 necessities. I see so many people that just go like one of the 3, or they go 2 out of the 3. Reaver is the most important item in every single mage build. So make sure you have it. It does not matter what mage you are. Make sure you have Reaver in your build, or you're never going to kill a tank. So those are the top 5 mistakes that I see and how to fix it. So you guys do not have to make those mistakes. I hope this ends up helping in ranked. And yeah. Oh, I'll do a sneak one. When you're doing Fire Giant, there's an effigy that spawns right here after I believe the first round of abilities. Kill that effigy or you're never doing Fire Giant. The thing is 120% tankier, or not 100%. It's 120% tankiness. Once you kill it, it goes down to 80% and it takes a 20% increased damage from everything. So, yes. That's your general thing. Don't make those mistakes. Do good in ranked or casuals or whatever you play. Have fun. And I guess I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to follow me on twitch.tv/Venenu_. I stream over there. I'd appreciate it. Love you guys. Comment down below on what you want to see next. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.